Still on the rasters and vectors, we say rasters are pixelated images. All images are made up of pixels. So because they're made up of pixels, they have a limited percent at which you can zoom them. Understand? So therefore, when designing, try to be using high quality images for your design. Now if you look at this image and you look at this image, there is a difference between these two images. The difference between these two images. One is sharper than the other. This is more sharper than this. Now, according to the megapixels of your phone or whatever you use, a camera, digital camera, it produces different resolutions of images. So when designing, try to always get high resolution image. Let's say I zoom this image to 100% and I zoom this one to 100%. If I zoom to 100%, one will be sharper than the other. So this one is 16% here, while this one is already 100% here. Understand? So if I zoom this one to 100%, this is 100. See how sharp is it? So try to be using high resolution images for your design when designing. Now what we are going to be doing is we're going to select out this background, the background of these images, and do amazing design stuff with them. See what we can have. Now this one we can use tools like in your Photoshop you have what we call the selection tool. That's selection tool. Yes, selection tool. It helps you to select image and their background. So what you do is when you have the Photoshop on this, I can use the quick selection tool or the magic wand tool for easy selections. So just pick. If you right click, I told you all these tools are selection tools. Normally you can use the polygonal lasso tool, which is going to be stressing you. If I use the magic wand tool and I click outside the background of this image, it's selecting the background, and I unlock the layer and I press backspace. Now why it's happening so is because the background of this image is not distracted like this one. Now if I use the same magic wand tool on this one, it might not really work like that because the image the background is a bit distracted, full of distractions. So therefore, let's say I can still use let me do Ctrl T to deselect. I can still pick the polygonal lasso tool, unlock it, and do something. Select outside. So I will zoom the image until I see the faded pixels. Until I see the faded part of the faded pixels by the edge of this image. So Ctrl plus. So I'm not even zooming anything. The thing is already pixelated. So try using good images for your design when designing. So go to the end of this image. I'm going to zoom out, Ctrl minus, and I go back to where I started the selection. So it's selected. Make sure that your layer is unlocked. Make sure you unlock the layer, if not you can't do this. So the next thing is you feather it. Feather it. You know the reason why we feather is to reduce the reason why I feather is to soften the edge of your selections. And when you make a selection, you can soften the edge of your selection. Let's say I'm creating, let me feather first. I right click. Okay, what will happen is I will not feather, and you see the difference between the one I will feather and the one I will not feather. At this point, I'll just press backspace. Do Ctrl D. Notice that the edge of this image is very sharp. Now let me go back and feather it. Right click on the selection and you see, provided your tool is still selected, you see feather, click on feather, and this image, the quality or the resolution is too small, so I'm going to reduce the feathering radius. Now the more I feather, the more I increase this feather radius, the more the image the more the image is feathered. Like, so feathers smoothing the edge of the selection, smoothing selection. You understand? So the more you increase the number, the more the image becomes smoothing. So at this point, I'll reduce it to like 2. I'll enter press backspace. So if you notice now, this one, the edges are soft, but it's too feathered because the image is not really okay. So I will reduce it to maybe 1. Okay, this one is okay. Start. So now let me do this same on this. This one I will not stress myself to come and be using polygonal lasso tool because the background is not distracted. So right click, maybe selection tool or the magic wand tool. Click the magic wand tool is selecting both her helmets. So let's try the quick selection tool. Now when you pick the quick selection tools, on the property bar of the quick selection tools, you have a plus sign and a minus sign. So the plus is to add to the selection, the minus is to subtract the selection. So I can just left click, drag, can select. It's an automatic process. You are not really in charge of what happens, unlike the polygonal lasso tool. So it has select part of the image that we don't want. So I'll come and click on minus, reduce the size of it. So the image was selected. I'm using the one that has the minus sign to subtract part of the selection out. So I will unlock the layer and I can feather. And since the image is too high, I will increase the number to like 3. So I'll create an Instagram size, which is what, 1080 by 1080 pixels. Control N, and this preset comes as, so it's already on 1080 by 1080 pixels, and I will okay it. Alright, so I have this file I use. I want to start doing a design. I can import this image there. Let me check it out. Oh, so this is like ×2 or ×3 of our file size. So do Ctrl T, zoom out. Oh, this is still image is so big. So reduce this. Enter it. So I can do something like this. Pick maybe change the foreground color to maybe what can go with this? Let me go. So I pick rectangular marquee tool and I draw shape like this. Now I want to blend this shape. Eh? I want to blend the shape and the background. What I will do. So you say shapes are what vectors, right? So if I want to use the eraser tool. Use the eraser tool. I want to use it for this stuff. The eraser tool is not working. Why? Because this shape is not a pixel, not a raster. It's a JPEG. So what I will do is, sorry, it's a vector. So what I will do is I will right click and click on rasterize layer. So I'm turning into a raster from vector to raster graph. I click on rasterize layer. Now I can do what I want to do. I pick the eraser to back. Come here, choose a soft eraser, soft one. I'm zooming. When I pick the eraser tool, I come here in the property bar, check the settings, choose a soft eraser. Once you choose a soft eraser, reduce the hardness to 0. Then if you can set the size of the eraser. When you set, come here and check. Eh? Or use your square bracket on your keyboard. The left one and the right one. The left one is to reduce, while the right one is to increase. Oh, wait a minute. I see. I pick my text too. I'm just doing something for my text. Okay, very low. Oh.
sent from up above. You know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was hurt, you came to lift me up. Life is a drink and love's a drug. Oh, now I think I must be my user. When I was a river dried up, you came to rain and flood. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so oh, angels sent from up above. You know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was hurt, you came to lift me up. Life is a drink and love's a drug. Oh, now I think I must be my user.